Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video I'll be starting a new series on my channel. I'll be starting career mode on MotoGP 21. As you can see on screen, we'll be starting in the Moto 3 class, and I've already signed with BOE Owl Ride KTM team. As I mentioned in a previous video, I will be doing my series slightly different. I will be only racing in first person in the helmet cam. So for the whole series, qualifying, racing, everything will be in the helmet cam, which I've not seen any other YouTuber do. I know a lot of people have wanted from other YouTubers content in first person, and a lot of people don't like it. And I've thought about doing it for a while, and I finally bit the bullet. I tried it out yesterday when I got my hands on the game, and I enjoyed the racing in the helmet cam, and I am starting a series today. So without further ado, let's get on track. So this lap hasn't been too bad. I'm struggling a lot really in practice just for pace. I just really feel off the ball. So this just good enough to get into the top 10. Wasn't an amazing lap, half a second off is still quite a lot, but just enough that should really see me kind of top 10 finish hopefully, which will get me automatically through to Q2. We've just over 5 minutes left in the session. We'll see, we should be able to pull a nice little wheelie to celebrate. Finally got a good lap in. So yeah, just about made it through. Managed to hold P8. So finally managed to get one clean lap in the whole session. Really wasn't a great session for me. I just struggled quite a lot for pace. But P9 overall. On to Q2. So just starting my flyer. Back to second, trying to get a lot of inside curb. Really just got to risk it all this lap, send it all out. I'm struggling quite a bit with this KTM. I don't find it as good as the Honda. Using all the track left, nearly penalising myself. Same again, bit of a scruffy first sector. I know I can do better. Oh, and I'm actually under. Surprised. I'm going to shut for a second now and focus because I need a good lap for qualifying. So far the lap not too bad. Absolutely love this sector. So yeah, just under 10th over, going good so far. The curb just pulled me a little bit wide. That's going to cost me a 10th or 2. Just a bit wide in the brakes. Yeah, just got that all wrong really. I'm going to really have to push in these fast rights, and it's where I've been weak all week. Cannot get these fast rights done at all. I know for a fact this is where I'm going to lose all my time. In practice this is where I'm losing all my time. Not too bad. I'm hitting apexes. Yeah, 3 times I knew I'd lose a bit. Now can we just finish the lap strong? Currently P11. The last corner, hard as I can to get it stopped. Slightly wide, had to square it off a bit on a bad exit. Overall a decent lap. Hopefully it'll get me top 10 at best. I know I don't have the pace of the front running guys, and I go P2. So I'm after getting 10th. I knew I'd drop back a bit, but 10th is still a good grid position for the race. So let's get into it. Right, so I've decided to go for a hard rear. Throughout practice I've struggled quite a bit for rear tyre degradation as well as front, but mainly rear after a couple laps just having no rear tyre. So hopefully the hard tyre, maybe with the temperatures coming down, would have been a little bit darker later in the day, so let's hope. So 5 red lights, I'm getting a bit nervous. And we're off. Not a great start, I don't think. No, we're going backwards. Oh, we're going backwards. I gotta take it easy now to turn one. I have to stay with the front bunch up because I know my pace isn't great. Massively wide, and there's a Grassini bike right up my inside. Give me a little rub. I repaid a favour into turn 2. And another one up my inside on the exit of turn 2. Some cracking racing in the opening 2 corners. I'm slightly boxed in here. I can't really go anywhere. Oh, and there's a big crash in front of me. I think that was Foggia. And the Grassini down as well. Massive moments in the early laps here. Now there's just a bit of about half a second up to the next group, the top 10. I really need to latch onto the back of these. I can't afford for these to get away. My pace isn't good enough. I really need to just get onto the back of Guevara there, and hopefully he can pull me through in the slipstream. Just trying to stay out of trouble now for the rest of lap 1 if I can. Didn't get a great start like I said, but really struggling early laps for pace. I just don't seem to have the pace of the leaders. And I know all through practice and in qualifying, my qualifying lap, I was losing time through here. Don't seem too bad at the moment in the race, just wide there again, just them curbs affecting the bike. Oh, and Guevara's down. Guevara's sliding out of P10, that's giving me my top 10. And I'm after getting my first track warning. I need to shut up and focus a bit more. Now there is a sizable gap to Toba. Whack the power up on the straight here, and I really just have to try and just dig deep and bridge the gap, because if the top 9 escape, I really can't see myself. I don't have pace. Finati is second behind me. I don't know if I'll be able to bridge the gap to Kaito Toba. I can still see the leaders. This is probably not as bad of an opening lap as I expected. I thought I'd be gone backwards off the line. Just about pulling them in, I think. Yeah, taking about just about 3/10. Oof, right in on the inside curb. Very lucky not to go down. Gave me a bit of a fright. I had to sit it up and threw me off in the next corner as well. No, I just need to get on the back of Toba, and he hopefully can pull me into the group and get a big old Moto3 ding dong going. Now, once again, just don't have that front bite. Just can't get the front end in. So sitting at about half a second off him. I don't know if I'll be able to pull him in. Yeah, just slowly pulling away again. Yeah, once again, just having a moment on corner inch, just struggling with the transfer of weight. Coming up to my dreaded fast rights. That's where I'm losing most of my time over the lap. Yeah, once again, just uncertain about getting the bike in. Touching the curve, not doing me any favours. Slightly dropping back in. There's a crash. Is it ahead or behind? I shouldn't have looked behind me and threw myself off. That's cost a second warning, because we're only on lap 2. Still a good chunk of this race left, and I have 2 warnings. I really just need to try and focus a bit harder now and just make sure and keep myself out of trouble, especially with the track warning. Let's pull back up to power 3, and I just about pulling them in, I think. Yeah, just slightly pulling them in. Messiah setting the fastest lap. I think I'm a bit off his time. Well, not too much. I thought it'd be only about 4/10, I think. Yeah, the gap just to Toba still isn't coming down. I just can't get across him. Oh, and there's another one down. I think it was this Red Bull. Was it Acosta or was Messia the fastest man on track, and he's down. So that brings me into the top 9, and that just kind of slowed up Toba enough just that I got onto the back of now the front group of 7 seemed to just, after gapping Toba a bit, I think he just got held up and run wide again. Just when Messia crashed in front of him, I think he might have closed throttle and just dropped back a bit. So it looks like it might be a battle for 8th place with Toba at best, because I don't think I have the pace to really get onto the front guys. Just there, but I can't seem to make an imprint into the gap difference. At the roll there, I was going to go up the back of Toba. I just need to stick right in behind him through this sector here, and if I can stick behind him, maybe into turn 1 I could get him. Yeah, they just seem to pull away from me through them fast rights. There's a crash again. Is this? No, it's not one of the front men anyway. Can't see who it is. Ooh, as I'm right in on the inside curb, could have easily gotten another track warning. As I, oh my god. We seem to be catching Toba at the start of the lap. Ooh, again on the inside curb. Oh, his lines are throwing my lines off. He's getting me in such a pinch with all these tight lines getting on the curb. I think he's going to crash in front of me. He seems to be maybe taking a tenth or two out of the front group. So P7, no, not actually, yeah, P7. Geez, we're doing better than I expected. I thought P10 would have been the max marker out of today. Just about hanging in there, really, just kind of hanging on. A few people have slid off in front of me. I have 3 warnings now, and I really can't afford any more, because 5 warnings and I'll have a long lap penalty, and that will just put me out of the points. I know I don't have the pace to come back. I'm kind of just being dragged along here by Kaito Toba. He's doing a great job for me. And wide again. I really need to tidy up these fast rights. Can't really get the bike through this the way I want it. Oh, when the Patronus is down, it's Binder. Darren Von Binder has binned it. Oh, up to the top 6 now. Oh, and another track limits. Oh. After Binder's crash, I made a few mistakes, especially after getting that another track limits at the last lap. I just backed my pace off a little bit, and I've kind of lost them this lap. I made a few mistakes. Once again, and there's another rider now. It's Sergio Garcia, and he's taking McPhee wide. Oh, I got a good run up Pro Tree. Oh, I got a great one on John McPhee. Coming on to the last lap, I'll go be into P4. Maybe, just maybe, could we sneak a podium? Starting the last lap. 1.2 off of Kaito Toba. Going to have to push like hell, and my tyres are just giving out. Again, having massive issues with rear tyre grip. Front not feeling great either. I'm going to just be quiet now and push like hell. Gap is coming down. I've caught a massive chunk of time out as he once again takes that line on the curb. He's a lucky boy not to have crashed out of this race. And it's just within touching distance. I just trying to pinch time in the brakes maybe into here. Nah, just a bit wide, and I'll have to back to first and square off. Now I've got to be careful that John McPhee doesn't nab me for 4th as well, because he's right behind me, and any mistake really and he could have me. So through here now I seem to be a bit quicker than Toba, but after that then I'll lose the rest of the time through the lap. So I need to stay here, and I need to just stick with them coming into. No, I'm after running wide. Oh, I had to set it up as well with the white paint there. That's McPhee's going up my inside. I think he's alongside me. It's hard to see. Oh, I can hear him to my left. I think he's moved to the outside now. He's on to the right. I'm going to have to give him space when I tip in. Oh, come wide, thinking he's there. Oh, he's there, there's the front wheel. I'm going to have to lead him through. Now I need to just latch onto him and hopefully... Oh, just someone off on the outside, does another crash. Oh, this is a battle for the podium. Battle for the podium between me and McPhee. Now I just have to get out of the last corner, right. Oh, he touches the inside curb, he has a little front end moment, I gotta go to drive. Oh, I need to just try and block him off in the last corner. I'm up his inside, laid on the brakes. Oh, he's going for the round outside. I need to square it off. It's going to be drag race to the finish, power 3. I think I got him. Where is he? Oh, we're about side by side. Oh, I think I got him. I think I'm going to break the slipstream. Get in! Well, what an opening race to the championship, to come P3 with not any chance of doing that without the crashes and Kaitatoba dragging me to a podium. There's no way I could have done that at my own pace. My pace just wasn't good enough. I knew all through the weekend that I was losing time massively through the fast rights and I just couldn't make up the time, and just thank God for all them crashes, because otherwise I'd been P8, P9 and just about got in. But it's unbelievable that I managed to get a podium my first race in the new championship. Brilliant result. Let's roll on Argentina.
He was hoping for a win today. Third place is still a good result when you're up against riders of this calibre.
So I'm going to leave it there for episode 1. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Some great Moto3 racing, elbows out as usual. I should have episode 2 up by the end of this week, so look out for that. Thanks once again, and I'll see you next time.